Hello everyone, welcome to the Ahdurin region. I'm your host Ahdurin himself. You see April May on the screen, which shows that this is going to be fantastic. Excuse me while I go and knock my head into a wall or something. If you have no idea what's going on, no clue whatsoever, there is a playlist in the description below that you can see the entire new playthrough of the Ace Attorney franchise. If you feel like it, you could go back into the channel and find the old playthrough. I think this one's better, for one thing. I think it's better quality. Second thing, I'm more comfortable in front of a mic, maybe. Actually, no, I'm not. That's a complete lie, but whatever. There's a Wigglytuff. That's the real benefit. There's a Wigglytuff right there. My editor, Wigglytuff here, is it's gonna go in. I think Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff, are you editing the other episode? Wigglytuff isn't talking to me, so I'm assuming he's editing the other episode. Check out the playlist in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe, do all those fun things that you should do when supporting a YouTube channel. And until we get underway. Actually, I think we should get underway. Yeah, let's do that. It's already a long enough intro as it is. So April May is on the stand. She's about to get started. Let's see what this big boy's talking about. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. I think she's supposed to be a valley girl, but I didn't do that initially, and so we're sticking with this. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Oh my gosh. Oh, the horror, the terribleness, the tragedy. That was so... I'm walking around too much. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. You can't hear me winking, which is disappointing. Well, Your Honor?
I see. This is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any.
Well, wait, hold up. Hold up, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
What about my cross-examination? You know, the whole other side of the story thing?
I thought the witness's testimony right now was quite firm, didn't you?
Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults and perfectly good testimony. Oh, no, Edgeworth. There's a couple things you don't do in life. You don't insult Wigglytuff, because then I get at you. You don't insult my family, because then I get at you. But you don't insult my boss, because then I'll get at you in a different voice. And that's specifically what's going to happen right now, if you don't shush up. Hey, how dare you?
Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness?
Yes, I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examine. You wanna go? Judge, I'll take you on. I got a Wigglytuff in the background. Wigglytuff gonna hit you with a hyper voice or something. Only because I have a feeling Mr. Edgeworth over here doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination.
Alright, let's rev it up. It was like 9 at night.
Hold it!
Why did you do that? Why were you looking out the window? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. Well, that's it? No, you can't get out of the question that easy. I sorta, I had a feeling. Oh, no. Well, I have a feeling. I got a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one? Go for it. Let's go, Wigglytuff. You and I keep bringing Wigglytuff into this. Wigglytuff isn't even in the room right now, but... Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Why?
Objection!
Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? Me? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop him. The poor girl.
Order! Mr. Wright, you have been warned.
Poor girl. What about poor old me? I'm sitting here with an innocent girl on the stand, and she probably... No. You looked out the window. What did you see next? And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair.
Hold
Okay.
it!
The woman with long hair. That was Mia Fey. Uh-huh. Slender, sort of, well, some people might say pretty if that's your thing. Your thing? I'm sorry. I try not to associate myself with people in general. And the person attacking her? The one attacking her was the mousy little girl. Okay, well.
Hold it!
Now hold that. How did you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know. She had a girlish physique. Women knows these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of a crime with a short, girlish figure, unless you want to talk about yourself, Wright. The testimony's bulletproof, Your Honor. Well, he's right. Now I'm questioning. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? I call complete and utter lies.
Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yeah, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this. I mean, no, I think you just... You know what? Nope, I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm not gonna be that guy. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. How about that? No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. See, she's wearing them right now. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. Sorry, Maya. Yeah. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. Testimony's bogus. Throw it out. It's in the trash. Call it an L. Bricked. 3-point shot. Missed the entire net. Okay. But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder.
She was, Your Honor, because I was there. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe literally commented on it. What do you say to that, Miss May? That was... Okay. What was that? Rar. What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise. Insert wink here.
Your testimony again, if you would please.
Damn, I almost had her. So close. Witnesses account, part 2. I did see everything. I did. Oh, woe is me. Oh, gosh. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. The kind of statue-y clock. The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? If you can tell, I don't like this character. Like from a, if the character is written well, just if I were to meet this person in the world, I would be annoyed.
I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination, please. You know, right, do your thing.
All right, let's rev it up. You did see everything? I call.
Hold it!
So you saw me then, too? Of course. I'd remember that spiky hair anyway. Spiky? Hello? My hair is stylish.
The witness will refrain from personal attacks on the defense attorney.
Oh, was I a bad girl? I'm sorry. Anyone know John Mulaney? I'm sorry. I'm a good boy. Okay,
Very well, continue.
the victim, dodged to the right. Hold it. Is that right as in your right as you look from the hotel? Which hand do I hold my knife in the... She's talking about... Excuse me? Excuse me, she's talking about knives. Help. Right, it was my right hand, right? Satisfied, Mr. Wright. Please continue. and the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. Okay.
Hold it!
How convenient for her to How convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes now. That's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up in a bun.
What happened then?
She hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did.
Hold it!
Where did this weapon come from? She picked it up from the desk.
I see. What sort of weapon was it?
That clock, the kind of statue-y clock?
Hold it!
Clock. Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. The kind of statue clock thinker, yeah. Previous testimony must have been what Edgeworth wanted her to say. But this was a testimony in her own words? Time to press and squeeze the truth out of her. Figuratively, of course. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it is this one here. Are you referring to this?
Objection!
Excuse me for a second. Miss May. What you said just now was quite, revealing. Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? You just said the statue of the thinker here was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called us a clock too, and he was found guilty of the murder. So, would you like to retry that one more time?
Order! Order!
Miss May, can you explain how you knew this was a clock? Oh,
Objection!
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns.
Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright.
Objection!
Hold up! Excuse me? But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once, but I've caught them.
Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness.
That was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would have been over. Huh? What? So, what happened now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because I heard it. Yeah, I heard it say the time. Please. So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co.? No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go over there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law offices of Fay & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. You could have easily heard the clock.
Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied?
You see my next swivel back and forth? That's a no, Your Honor. Can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it. You were at the hotel. There's no way you could have heard a clock go off in the building next door.
Objection!
You have proof that she could not? Amateurs. Listen to me, Mr. Wright. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Without it, you have nothing. You are nothing. And I would like to propose a test to see if she really could have heard. Prosecution denies your request. What? On what grounds? This is a trivial matter with no direct bearing on the case at hand.
Indeed. Objection sustained.
Damn! Try to switch directions quick.
Ready to proceed, Mr. Wright?
No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... I'm gonna say couldn't have wrong then, because I just said she couldn't have heard it. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. That's a good question. Why is it? Aren't the batteries dead? Let me check this real quick. Mia, what is it this time? The clock tells you time. It's not talking. It's not working. That's lame. I have to take the clock out. Sorry, I put some papers inside. I said, yep, here we go. Okay. Just making sure. That clock is missing its clockwork.
How could you possibly?
Let's take a look. Right now. Why not? Open it up. I insist.
Oh,
See anything interesting, Your Honor?
It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty.
Try and try again.
Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this?
He's not as as much. It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. And I know how much you love the word fat. Isn't that right, April? Fat. Well, Miss May? Tisk, tisk. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knows. I'm afraid you've forgotten about one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction.
That's true. This is a possibility. The clock may have been emptied after she heard it.
And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed?
Impossible, of course. Boy, if you don't... I have proof.
What?
Wasn't it you who told me? Proof is everything. Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof that you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed
Take that!
is this. Take a look at this.
That's a very cute cell phone.
Oh ho, you have a girly phone. Wait, hold up. This isn't my phone. Listen specifically to this. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder.
Order! Order!
The defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. Oh, that's a shame. You probably have to talk to him about that in your evaluation after you take an L, Edgeworth. A good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. After all, he's looking for the truth. Let's hear the conversation one more time. So you want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I probably should tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take out the clockwork. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. So she's going, muda, 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 muda. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot.
So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objection to Mr. Wright?
Yes, I do. You were the dude. The witness claims she'd seen it before. But this directly contradicts a piece of evidence that's already been submitted to this court.
Well, then let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before.
Maybe the clock? Yeah, I guess we'll do this. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is currently in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh? Excuse is not on sale? Yo, Phoenix is burning this. Oh, excuse is not on sale today? What a shame.
What to do, you porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die!
I don't know what that He's going nuts.
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Hold up. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Oh. 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 Silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I just did.
I'm terrified now.
Miss May, let me ask, tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Because you're not answering Wright's question here.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior?
Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor, allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you held it. It's familiarity? I just use the same approach as with Larry. Miss May held that very clock in her hands
Mr. Wright, when was this?
when she used it to strike the victim. When else? Get that music going. It's time.
What Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
April May, you killed Mia Fey, I say. And when you struck, the force of the impact made the thinker ring. That's when you heard it.
Objection!
Oh, I see the objection in this. You truly are a work of art, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What's that supposed to mean? It was you who just proved the thinker was empty.
Oh, of course it wouldn't ring.
What's more, the witness has a rock-solid alibi. Miss May, perhaps you could explain to the poor, misguided Mr. Wright that you were in the hotel at the time of the murder? She can't prove it. She did it.
It would be my pleasure.
No way!
Yes way, Mr. Lawyer. Didn't the murder take place at 9 at night? Gee, that's the exact time I ordered some room service from the hotel bellboy.
Incidentally, the bellboy corroborates the witness's story. Ergo, she was not at the crime scene. Rock solid. Oh, darn it.
Mr. Wright, you've made a serious accusation against a perfectly innocent woman.
Sorry, Your Honor. That didn't go so well. But that's the case. Then how did she know the thinker was a clock? Wait a minute. Your Honor, I figured it out. I've just solved everything. There is one other way Miss April May could have known it was a clock. One way alone, and I have proof.
Well, proof, you say? Then the court will examine your proof, Mr. Wright. How did the witness know the thinker was a clock?
Let me just adjust something. 'Cause things aren't performing particularly well. You might have seen things are getting a bit slower. Anyway, this.
Take that!
Have a look at this.
That.
I found this in Miss May's room.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is because I have no clue.
Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not?
Objection!
Your Honor, this
This is the wrong voice.
Your Honor, this is irrelevant.
I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap.
This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. And if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple. What? Got that back and forth with there. Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... yeah, right here. The cell phone. I present the defendant's cell phone.
Yes, we've seen that.
Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim.
Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while.
Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me.
Again? What's it this time?
It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. I'm not as quiet as I normally am, but there you go. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
I...
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer as I whack over some things in this room.
Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May!
Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that, you lawyer? It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? I'm the bad girl.
Is that it?
Insert crying here.
That did it. Court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. You did it. Miss May, confess. You did it, didn't you?
Are you out of your mind? Oh wait, I forgot. You're a lawyer. You must be. At the time of the murder, I was in my hotel room getting room service. How could I have killed her? If you don't believe me, just ask the bellboy.
Well, does the defense have anything to say?
Well, come on, think of something. Ooh, now we're in tension zone. I guess we continue examining her? Right, on with the cross-examination. What exactly do you have left to examine, Mr. Wright? Miss April May is admitted to the wiretap, yes. But that bears no relevance to the case at hand. Murder. There's no way you can prove any connection. Uh-oh. Think. This can't be the end. I'm out of evidence.
Then I believe the cross-examination is over. Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have any other witnesses to call?
None, Your Honor. She's the last. What? But that means... Maya's guilty? But wait, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
The defense would like to call the bellboy after all. As I thought. May I remind you, dear Mr. Wright, should you question the bellboy, and Miss April May's alibi prove to be solid, then by default your client, Miss Maya Fey, will be pronounced guilty. Are you prepared to accept my condition? Edgeworth, he's got me backed into a corner, but I don't see any other way to take this. I accept.
Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand.
I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. I even brought my tray in case you guys are interested in a drink or some food.
A tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony.
Very good, sir. Miss May's room service, the witness testimony. I'm afraid, though, that this episode is going on a bit long, and we will have to end it here. Thank you very much. I've greatly enjoyed replaying through this portion of the game. I hope you guys are enjoying as well. Hope you enjoyed the voices. Some of them are better. Some of them are the same. And hopefully none of them are worse. Thank you very much for watching and supporting the Ahdurin region in any way, shape, or form that you do. And until next time, take care. Hey, Wigglytuff, you know any French? No?